Imagine this. It's late in the evening, the house is quiet, you've had your dinner, brushed your teeth and are getting ready to settle into bed. But just before turning out the lights, you pour a small glass of warm water, add a spoonful of something you've likely seen in your kitchen cabinet for years, apple cider vinegar, and take a sip. Simple, natural, almost too easy. But what if that single sip could do more than you think? What if it gently supported your digestion, your blood pressure, your joints, and even your sleep quality, all while you rest? It may sound too good to be true, but more and more studies and health professionals are beginning to recognize the powerful effects of apple cider vinegar, especially when taken at just the right time, before bed. This video isn't about magic cures or trendy superfoods. It's about how a small, practical habit rooted in tradition and backed by emerging science can quietly support your body as it heals, rebalances and recovers during the night. Because after 60, your body works differently. You don't bounce back like you used to, and what you do before sleep, what you give your body to work with, matters more than ever. Over the next few minutes, you'll discover 9 little-known benefits of drinking diluted apple cider vinegar before bedtime, especially for seniors. These aren't the same old tips you've heard before. They're specific, science-informed and surprisingly relevant to the needs of older adults. And the best part? You don't need expensive pills or complicated routines, just a little knowledge and one mindful sip. Let's begin. As we get older, we often focus on what happens during the day: meals, exercise, medications, social routines. But there's something most people forget. What happens at night is just as important. After the age of 60, your body uses the night hours to do some of its most essential work. While you sleep, your systems slow down and shift into repair mode. Your brain clears out waste, your digestive system resets, and your heart and blood vessels take a much-needed break. This is your body's time to restore, rebalance, and recover. But here's the problem. Many older adults don't sleep well. They wake up too often, feel stiff or bloated in the morning, or have trouble settling down at night. And while medications can sometimes help, they don't address the deeper issues that may be disrupting the body's natural overnight healing process. That's where a simple, nourishing nighttime habit like drinking diluted apple cider vinegar can come in. This isn't about hype, it's about giving your body gentle support at a time when it needs it most. A small amount of apple cider vinegar, when properly diluted, can help balance digestion, stabilize blood sugar, support liver function, and even ease joint tension, all while you sleep. And because nighttime is when your body is most responsive to subtle shifts, starting a bedtime routine that includes ACV could offer real, noticeable changes in how you feel in the morning. We're not saying this is a miracle, but for many older adults it's a quiet, natural tool that helps align the body's nightly rhythm with deeper health goals. In the next section, we'll start with one of the most surprising benefits: how ACV may help prevent the buildup of a silent but dangerous type of fat. Most people think of fat as something you can see on the belly, thighs, or under the arms, but the most dangerous kind of fat isn't visible at all. It's called visceral fat, and it hides deep inside your body, wrapping around your internal organs like the liver, kidneys, and intestines. This type of fat is especially harmful for older adults because it's linked to inflammation, insulin resistance, heart disease, and even dementia. And unlike the fat you can pinch, visceral fat often builds up silently over time, especially when metabolism slows with age. So how does apple cider vinegar, ACV, help? Early research suggests that the acetic acid in ACV may help prevent the buildup of visceral fat by influencing how the body stores energy. It appears to work by improving insulin sensitivity, reducing blood sugar spikes after meals, increasing the body's ability to burn fat for energy. One study published in the journal Bioscience, Biotechnology and Biochemistry found that participants who consumed vinegar daily had significantly lower levels of body fat, including visceral fat, after just 12 weeks, compared to those who didn't. While more research is still needed, many health experts believe that the effects of ACV on fat metabolism make it a valuable addition to a healthy evening routine. especially for seniors looking to support heart health and manage weight without extreme diets. But here's what's really important. Taking a small amount of ACV before bed, when the body is shifting into a lower insulin, fat-burning state, may offer unique advantages that are not seen during the day. It's not a magic solution, but it is a simple, low-risk tool that can work in harmony with the body's natural overnight processes. In the next part, we'll explore how ACV can help support protein digestion, which is a critical but often overlooked part of maintaining muscle and energy as we age. Protein is one of the most important nutrients for seniors. It helps maintain muscle strength, energy, immune health, and even supports wound healing. But as we age, the body becomes less efficient at breaking down and absorbing protein from food. That means even if you're eating enough protein, your body might not be using it as effectively as it once did. Here's where apple cider vinegar, ACV, can quietly make a difference. ACV contains acetic acid, which can help increase stomach acidity. This might not sound like a good thing, but for older adults, it actually is. After 60, the stomach naturally produces less acid. This condition, known as hyperchlorhydria, makes it harder to digest food, especially protein. When stomach acid is too low, protein isn't fully broken down into amino acids. Nutrients like iron, calcium, and B12 aren't absorbed properly. Food stays longer in the stomach, causing bloating or discomfort. By supporting the body's natural acid balance, a small amount of ACV before bed, ideally after dinner, can gently boost the digestive process, especially for those who feel heavy, full, or uncomfortable after evening meals. Some older adults notice they wake up feeling lighter, with less bloating and more regular digestion, simply by making this one small change. Of course, ACV isn't a replacement for a healthy protein-rich diet, but it can be a helpful companion to make sure your body gets more from what you already eat. If you've ever felt like your meals are sitting heavily in your stomach at night, or you're concerned about maintaining muscle as you age, this is one natural way to support your system, quietly and effectively. Next, we'll look at another nighttime concern that affects millions of seniors: high blood pressure during sleep, and how ACV may offer gentle support. Blood pressure doesn't stay the same all day. In fact, for most healthy people, it naturally dips at night during sleep. This pattern, known as nocturnal dipping, gives the heart and blood vessels a chance to rest and repair. But for many older adults, that dip never happens. Instead, blood pressure stays high or even rises during the night. This condition, often called non-dipping hypertension, is strongly linked to increased risks of stroke, heart failure, and kidney problems. The tricky part? It usually goes unnoticed unless you're wearing a monitor while sleeping. This is where apple cider vinegar, ACV, might help. Though not a substitute for prescription medications, early studies suggest that acetic acid, the main active compound in ACV, may help gently lower blood pressure by relaxing blood vessel walls, improving calcium regulation in the arteries, reducing renin activity, a hormone involved in blood pressure control. In a small animal study, those given vinegar showed significantly lower blood pressure readings compared to those who didn't receive it. While human studies are still developing, many natural health experts believe that regular use of ACV can contribute to overall cardiovascular wellness, especially when paired with healthy diet and activity. For seniors dealing with nighttime restlessness, headaches, or poor sleep tied to elevated blood pressure, adding a small dose of diluted ACV before bed could help support more stable overnight readings. It's important to note that ACV is not a cure for hypertension and should never replace doctor-recommended treatments. But as a complementary habit, it may help restore the body's natural rhythm, giving your heart the rest it needs during sleep. Next, we'll explore something most people never think about when they sleep: how the liver works hard overnight and how ACV can support that silent but essential process. Your liver is one of the hardest working organs in your body, and it doesn't sleep when you do. While you're resting at night, your liver is busy filtering your blood, breaking down toxins, processing nutrients, and managing hormone levels. In fact, most of your body's natural detoxification happens while you sleep. But as we age, the liver's efficiency can decline. Years of processed foods, medications, alcohol, or environmental toxins can slowly burden the system. And without strong liver function, everything else, digestion, energy, sleep quality, even skin, can start to suffer. So how can apple cider vinegar, ACV, help? ACV contains natural enzymes, organic acids, and trace minerals that support the liver's detox process. Most notably, acetic acid may help stimulate bile production, which is essential for breaking down fats, improve circulation in the liver, support metabolism of sugars and fats, promote a balanced pH, which eases the burden on detox organs. Some natural health practitioners even refer to ACV as a liver tonic, especially when consumed in small diluted amounts before bed, when the liver is most active. For seniors, this support can be meaningful. If you wake up feeling groggy, puffy or sluggish, even after a full night's sleep, it could be a sign your liver isn't detoxifying efficiently. A gentle evening habit like ACV may not change everything overnight, but it can offer subtle support over time. Here's what's most important. This isn't about cleansing or harsh detox trends. It's about nourishing your body's natural repair systems in a way that's sustainable, gentle, and grounded in real biology. If you've ever felt like your body isn't recovering the way it used to, or you want to help your system stay clean and resilient, this is one small step that may make a difference. Up next, we'll look at a common frustration for many seniors, waking up multiple times to urinate at night, and how ACV might help calm that pattern. Waking up once in the middle of the night to use the bathroom might seem normal, but waking up 2, 3, or more times? That's a problem, one that many older adults quietly live with every night. This condition is known as nocturia, and while it might feel like a minor inconvenience, it can seriously disrupt deep sleep, increase the risk of falls, and lead to daytime fatigue. For some, it's also a sign of deeper issues like blood sugar imbalance, overactive bladder, or poor kidney function. Interestingly, there's growing evidence that apple cider vinegar, ACV, may help reduce the frequency of nighttime urination, especially in people whose symptoms are related to unstable blood sugar or mild inflammation. Here's how. 1. Balances blood sugar. Before bed, high blood sugar levels increase urine production. When insulin levels fluctuate, your kidneys work harder to flush out the excess glucose, often while you're sleeping. ACV has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity and reduce blood sugar spikes when taken after meals or before bed. By helping to stabilize blood sugar, ACV may reduce the need for your kidneys to work overtime while you sleep. 2. Reduces inflammation in the urinary tract. Chronic, low-level inflammation can irritate the bladder, causing urgency and frequent nighttime trips. ACV's natural anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties may offer mild relief, especially when taken consistently over time. 3. Acts as a mild diuretic during the day, not at night. Some research suggests that when taken earlier in the evening, 1-2 hours before bed, ACV may support gentle fluid elimination before sleep, helping to reduce overnight urgency. For best results, dilute 1 to 2 teaspoons of organic raw ACV in warm water and drink it about an hour before bedtime. Avoid taking it right before lying down, as that may cause reflux in sensitive individuals. If nighttime trips to the bathroom are disrupting your rest, this gentle habit might help you reclaim more of the deep, uninterrupted sleep your body needs to heal. In the next section, we'll talk about something just as frustrating, morning constipation or irregularity, and how ACV may help bring relief. Let's talk about something many older adults struggle with, but few talk about openly: morning constipation. After 60, the digestive system tends to slow down. Muscles in the colon may not contract as strongly, hydration can become an issue, and years of medication use or low-fiber diets take their toll. For many, this leads to irregular bowel movements, feelings of bloating, and the need to strain or wait each morning. This is where apple cider vinegar, ACV, can offer gentle, natural support, especially when taken before bedtime. How ACV helps with morning regularity. 1. Stimulates digestive enzymes and gastric juices. ACV encourages the production of stomach acid and digestive enzymes, which help break down food more efficiently. This improved digestion sets the stage for a more complete and predictable bowel movement the next morning. 2. supports the gut microbiome. Raw, unfiltered ACV contains something called the mother, a collection of beneficial bacteria, enzymes and proteins. These compounds help nourish healthy gut flora, which are essential for proper digestion and waste elimination. Over time, consistent use of ACV may support a more balanced and active microbiome, contributing to better bowel health and reduced constipation. 3. Acts as a gentle natural laxative. Unlike strong over-the-counter laxatives which can create dependency and discomfort, ACV works gradually. Its mild acidity helps stimulate peristalsis, the natural wave-like muscle contractions that move waste through the colon. When taken at night, ACV gently prepares the digestive system to function better the next morning, often without cramps or urgency. A simple routine to try. Mix 1 to 2 teaspoons of ACV with a cup of warm water. Drink about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Optional, add a teaspoon of raw honey to enhance taste and soothe the stomach. For many seniors, this small habit becomes a welcome part of their nightly routine, helping them wake up feeling lighter, less bloated, and more regular. Next, we'll look at a different kind of discomfort, joint stiffness and pain, and how ACV might provide nighttime relief in a very surprising way. For many seniors, nighttime isn't always restful. As the evening sets in and the body slows down, joint stiffness and low-level pain often become more noticeable, especially in the knees, hips, hands, and lower back. This discomfort can make it harder to relax, fall asleep, or stay asleep through the night. While most people reach for heating pads or over-the-counter pain relievers, there's a more natural approach worth considering. Apple cider vinegar, ACV. Though not a painkiller in the traditional sense, ACV may offer gentle anti-inflammatory effects that help reduce joint tension and discomfort, especially when used consistently before bed. How ACV may help soothe joints at night. 1. Natural anti-inflammatory action. ACV contains acetic acid, which has been shown in some studies to reduce markers of inflammation. Inflammation is a key driver of joint pain, particularly in conditions like osteoarthritis. While ACV won't cure arthritis, it may help reduce the low-grade chronic inflammation that worsens at night, when joints aren't moving as much and stiffness tends to build up. 2. Helps with acid-alkaline balance. Some natural health practitioners believe that maintaining a slightly alkaline state in the body may help with pain sensitivity. Though ACV is acidic outside the body, it has an alkalizing effect once metabolized, which may contribute to a more balanced internal environment. This effect is subtle but may offer relief when used as part of a healthy lifestyle. 3. Improves nutrient absorption. By enhancing digestion and gut function, ACV may help your body absorb more of the nutrients like magnesium, calcium and potassium that are essential for muscle and joint health. Better nutrient uptake means stronger tissues and more support for aging joints. How to use. Mix 1-2 teaspoons of ACV in warm water. Optional, add a dash of cinnamon for added anti-inflammatory benefits. Drink 30-60 minutes before bed. Even if results aren't immediate, many seniors report that with consistent use, nighttime stiffness becomes less intense and mornings feel more mobile. In the next section, we'll explore another nightly nuisance, dry mouth in the morning, and how ACV may help prevent it naturally. Have you ever woken up in the morning with a dry, sticky mouth? Maybe your tongue feels rough or your throat is slightly sore. For many older adults, dry mouth is a common but frustrating way to start the day. It's not just uncomfortable. It can also contribute to bad breath, gum disease, tooth decay, and even difficulty swallowing or speaking clearly. So what causes it? Dry mouth or xerostomia often happens at night when saliva production slows naturally during sleep. Certain medications, like those for blood pressure, allergies or depression, reduce moisture. Mouth breathing, due to sinus issues or sleep apnea, dries out oral tissues. Dehydration or acid imbalance affects the salivary glands. Fortunately, apple cider vinegar, ACV, may offer a gentle and effective way to stimulate saliva production and reduce morning dryness. Why ACV works for dry mouth. 1. Stimulates salivary glands. The sour taste of ACV naturally triggers the salivary glands, helping to boost saliva flow even hours after drinking. More saliva means better oral hydration and protection throughout the night. 2. Supports pH balance in the mouth. ACV may help regulate the acid-alkaline environment in your mouth and digestive system. This balance supports healthy bacteria in the mouth and discourages the overgrowth of harmful microbes that contribute to dry mouth and odor. 3. Aids nasal and sinus clarity. By gently supporting sinus decongestion, ACV may help reduce nighttime mouth breathing, one of the most common causes of dry mouth. When you can breathe through your nose, your mouth stays closed and moist. How to use it? Mix 1 teaspoon of ACV with 8 ounces of warm water. Drink 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Rinse your mouth with plain water afterward to protect tooth enamel. It's a small step, but one that may help you wake up feeling refreshed, not parched. Next, we'll explore a benefit that reaches beyond the physical, how ACV may also support your mood and sleep quality by calming the nervous system before bed. Falling asleep isn't always easy, especially as we age. Even after a long day, many older adults find their minds racing as soon as their heads hit the pillow. Worries about health, finances, family, or simply the passing of time can keep the nervous system on high alert. And when your body can't relax, sleep becomes shallow, broken, or delayed. That's where a small cup of warm water with apple cider vinegar, ACV, before bed may help more than you expect. How ACV helps calm the mind and promote sleep. 1. Balances blood sugar for more stable sleep. One of the most overlooked causes of nighttime restlessness is blood sugar fluctuation. When blood sugar dips too low during the night, the body releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, pulling you out of deep sleep or waking you up altogether. ACV has been shown to help stabilize blood sugar levels when taken with or after meals. When consumed before bed, it may prevent those drops and the resulting hormonal jolt, allowing you to stay asleep longer and more deeply. 2. Eases digestive tension that disrupts sleep. Many older adults experience indigestion, reflux, or gas at night, issues that interfere with comfort and rest. ACV can support better digestion and stomach acid balance, easing physical discomfort that might otherwise keep you awake. 3. Supports the gut-brain connection. The gut and brain are closely connected. An imbalanced gut can affect mood, anxiety, and sleep quality. ACV supports the microbiome, the community of good bacteria in your digestive tract, which may help your brain feel calmer and more at ease before sleep. Over time, a healthy gut can contribute to improved mood stability and reduced nighttime anxiety. Tip: try drinking 1 teaspoon of ACV in warm water with a dash of cinnamon or raw honey. This combination not only supports digestion and blood sugar, it creates a soothing bedtime ritual that signals your body it's time to wind down. Coming up in the final part, we'll wrap everything together with practical advice on how to start using ACV safely and consistently without disrupting your routine. You've just learned 9 powerful ways that a simple sip of diluted apple cider vinegar, ACV, before bed can support your health, from easing joint stiffness and reducing belly fat to calming the mind and improving sleep. But knowledge only becomes power when it's put into practice. So how do you start? Here's a simple, safe evening ritual that anyone can follow. The basic bedtime ACV drinky. Mix 1 to 2 teaspoons of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar. Add to 8 ounces, about 1 cup of warm water. Optional. Add a teaspoon of raw honey or a pinch of cinnamon for taste and extra benefits. Drink 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Tips to protect your health. Always dilute ACV to protect your tooth enamel and stomach lining. Avoid taking it right before lying down, especially if you have acid reflux. Start slow. Try just 1 teaspoon the first few nights and listen to your body. Talk to your doctor if you're taking medications for diabetes, blood pressure, or diuretics, as ACV can interact with certain drugs. Make it a ritual, not a remedy. Think of this not as a treatment, but as a daily act of self-care, something gentle, nourishing, and sustainable. Like brushing your teeth or washing your face, it's a quiet signal to your body that you're choosing health, even in the smallest ways. After all, it's not about big changes overnight. It's about tiny shifts done consistently, 1 thoughtful step at a time. So tonight, why not try it? Just 1 sip, just 1 moment. And maybe, just maybe, you'll wake up tomorrow feeling a little bit better.